What's up, everybody? Joe White here, rolling through the state of North Carolina right now, and people just don't, people just don't get it. They don't get it. A lot of people praising this angle and talking about this big angle at the end of Dynamite Wednesday. Here it is now, Friday. We're still talking about it, yes, but they're talking about it as if this is going to save the company, as if this is such a well, maybe not save the company, but this is a cool thing they're doing, and it's got me interested to see where they're going to go from here. Well, guys, I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but you're going to be very, very disappointed. Because Tony Khan is not a booker. Tony Khan does not know how to book storylines. He knows how to book good matches, as he says. Everybody wants to see good matches. But he can't book storylines. And this angle is NWO. I won't even say light because it doesn't even reach that level. It's a bum's version of the NWO. For those who don't remember, let me refresh you. Great American Bash, 1996. What happens? Nash and Hall come out onto the stage and they powerbomb Bischoff through a table. Couple months after that, or a month after that, Hogan joins. And then a few months after that, Bischoff turns coat against WCW and joins the NWO. This is what's going to happen. And I like what Dave Scher says. Dave Scher, PW Insider. You know, we have The Rock as the final boss. He calls Tony Khan the final bozo. And that's exactly what he is. The final bozo. Because this is the last chance anybody has to compete against WWE until, so he's the final bozo. And he's squandering it. And people say, well, it was well done. No, it wasn't. Nope. Okay, so I'm assuming that they knew what they were going to do there a couple hours ahead of time. You didn't have time to have Tony Khan go out there with the Bucks and practice that move, so where your legs ain't flailing about like a goddamn idiot. You're crossing your legs behind his neck. You didn't have time to work on your selling. The gut shot from Jack Perry was good. I've said it all along. Everything from Jack Perry in this segment was good. The problem is it's the angle that sucks. Because it's NWO extra light. You know when Coke came out with new Coke in the 80s, late 80s? This is new NWO. And the fans aren't going to like it. So we, and then we go back to the whole thing of this is capitalizing on the CM Punk footage, which tell Punk when he's telling lies. Tell Punk when he's telling lies, folks. He never told a lie. He said, hey, I just choked the guy a little bit. Had to rein him in. Can't let him get in too close. It's exactly what happened. But people were like, oh, this is great. They're building off of that. They're building off of that. No, if anything, and people go, you can't see beyond storylines. You're mixing the two. Yeah, I am. Because a precedent has been set. When you scream at the boss and tell him he's a clown show and that you quit, you knock over a monitor, you get fired. Tombstone the guy in the middle of the fucking ring. Hit him with a microphone. It's okay. I'll just wear a neck brace at the NFL draft. No repercussions whatsoever. None. Why? Because it's going to end up being that Tony Khan's in on it all along. oh, well, this is good. You got the power struggle and the takeover and the EVPs and Tony can't fire the EVPs. Bullshit. Bullshit. And you got Kenny Omega out there on his Twitch stream going, I'm an EVP in name only. I shouldn't even be an EVP. I don't want to be an EVP. I'm not the model of what an EVP should be. I'm not a good EVP. It's exactly what the man said. So, yes, when you have a company whose entire fan base is nothing but people who read the internet and do YouTube videos like myself, and they're smarks, for lack of a better term, when the entire audience is nothing but smarks. Look at the kids. You can't get me the kids. The kids are smarks too. My damn 15-year-old son goes on YouTube and looks at wrestling videos of behind the scenes stuff. So you can't tell me that they have casual audiences, casual fans. They don't want casual fans. If they wanted casual fans, okay, if they wanted casual fans, they wouldn't be doing stupid shit like this. This is entirely to pop the insider crowd and the insider fan. Oh, look, Tony's taking a bump. Yeah, after he said, I'll never be an on-screen character. I'll never take bumps. I'll never be an on-screen character. I'll never be a part of a storyline. Lasted 5 years. So, I'm sorry. This is stupid. It was poorly executed. Even Bischoff got it right. Eric Bischoff, which I know Eric Bischoff, to him, anytime a faction pops up, it's an NWO clone to him. But he's right in this case. And then you look at Swerve, you put that shit in the main event. And you put Swerve Strickland in the second segment of the show after a pay-per-view. After a pay-per-view which featured your biggest title getting changed hands. And you don't give him a proper promo? And people go, well, maybe Swerve ain't good on promos. Bull crap. Swerve is awesome at promos. He really does not need Prince Nana with him. Nana's out there to shuck and jive and do his dance. That's it. Swerve can cut the promo. Swerve can put asses in seats. Swerve deserved to have a promo at the beginning of Dynamite. But no, you put him in a match with Kyle Fletcher? No disrespect to Kyle Fletcher. He has not won on AEW television since last year. And as far as the Bucks go, it's no secret that I'm a young Bucks hater. I can't stand those guys. And it has nothing to do with Cornette, because my opinion of them was this strong before Cornette's podcast even started. They're spot monkeys with no psychology, no storytelling, unless they're in the ring with a team like an FTR that's going to bring that out of them and won't take anything else for an answer. That ladder match was a fucking joke. For the first 10 minutes, I said I was bored. It was the most boring match I'd ever seen. I'm sorry, but I can't stand those guys. They have no. I don't care if how much merchandise you sell at Hot Topic. I don't care. It means nothing to me. You're in fucking Hot Topic. Let me tell you about Hot Topic. Hot Topic is a store that nobody shops at anymore. Think about it. When's the last time you were in a Hot Topic? Come on. And then the All In thing. You know, they're like, oh, you love Cody now, but you hated him when he was with the Bucks. Yes, because he was with the goddamn Bucks. And I couldn't understand why he would latch himself on, you know, and be a leech on these guys. Because he could have done everything that they did, everything that Cody Rhodes did, the list and everything else that happened before he latched himself onto their teat. It was totally unwarranted, totally unneeded, and look what happened. When Cody said, okay, we're on national TV now, I can't be walking around doing vignettes in the back for your little video camera that your childhood friend's filming us on. We need to buckle up. We need to be serious. We need to tell some stories. And when that happens, there's infighting among the EVPs. Cody even said that in a promo himself. He admitted that they were fighting each other behind the scenes. Why? Because he wanted AEW to be something that they didn't want it to be. And what happened? The Snowman chose the Young Bucks over Cody Rhodes. If the roles would have been reversed and he said, hey, I'd like to go the direction that Cody's going to go, guess what? Cody would still be there. But no. Cody was the first rat off the ship. Jade Cargill and Shawn Spears soon followed him. I'm sorry, the 10,000 seat arena thing, I don't care. Because guess what they're doing now? You can't focus on then. You have to focus on what's happening now. That's the past. It does you no good to build up that momentum if you can't keep it going. And guess what? They haven't kept it going. Ratings declining. After a pay-per-view, the ratings declined. They fell. 680,000. That means just over a little over 500,000. That's not good. And then we get to the Punk thing, and back to the Punk thing. I know I'm all over the place. That's how my mind operates these days. The Punk thing. He quit, Joe. He quit. He wanted to quit. He wanted to fucking quit after Brawl Out. Tony said, no. I need you. I'm going to start this other show. He knew it was bullshit, but he did it anyway because he's like, okay, maybe I could try to do some good. Then the shit at All In happens, and yeah, he knocked over a monitor, and he looked at him and said, I want to quit now. Guess what? They didn't quit. They fired his ass. He didn't quit. They fired his ass. They didn't let him quit then. Why didn't Tony Khan say, okay, you want to leave? Bye. Give me a mic, and I'm going to the ring. And he's going to cut a promo, just like Paul Heyman did with Sabu and ECW, about how this man back there got into a tussle over a comment made by Jack Perry, and now he's refusing to come out here and perform for all of you, the biggest house we've ever drawn, the biggest crowd professional wrestling has ever seen, quote unquote. He's done messed you all over, so guess what? Samoa Joe, come out here. This title is now yours, and you, as God is my witness, you'll never see Punk in an AEW ring again. Because he just quit, and I'm not letting him come back. But no, we didn't do that. What did we do? We had a bullshit disciplinary committee headed up by two unknown attorneys and Bryan Danielson, and they choose to fire him. So he comes out the Wednesday after All In. I had to fire CM Punk for cause. I've never felt more fear in my life. Blah, blah, blah. So that's the precedent. Whether it's backstage or not, he brung it to the television show. It is canon on your television show that he fired CM Punk for getting into a little tiny tussle with Jack Perry and his ass knocked over a monitor, and he yelled at Tony Khan and said, I quit. You're a clown show. So now that this is canon, you have to fucking fire the elite. Quote unquote fire. The precedent has been set. You've shown the footage. Tony Khan came out and said he's fired because of said footage. The precedent has been set. So if you go against this precedent, even if it's in storyline, again, you've made this canon. The firing of CM Punk, the footage of All Out, or All In last year, is canon. The precedent in storyline and out of storyline is set. So he has to fire these guys. And I don't want to hear the couple, I'm not going to fire you, I'm going to make your life miserable. No, the precedent has been set. You have to let them go for a little while. Well, Joe, that does no good to the storyline. No, it doesn't, because he can't book storylines. He doesn't think. He's fucking stupid. He's a coked up idiot. The only way that they can get out of this is to fire them, and they go to Japan for a little while, and draw some houses for New Japan, because God knows New Japan needs to help with the business right now. And, you go from there, and it ends up at Blood and Guts, Team Tony Khan versus Team Elite. And then this storyline gets blown off, and then they're right back to square one where they have nothing to do. They have nowhere to go. Unless they turn Tony Khan heel, which if that's the case, it's stupid, because it's pretty damn clear the guy can't cut a promo. It's pretty damn clear the guy's so socially awkward. I mean, come on. He walks out there with the biggest smile on his face, and he's so gangly and just awkward. I mean, it's just stupid in so many ways. This is stupid. Will I be watching to see where they go next? Yes. They got me at least that far. I'm curious but here's the thing. I'm watching it to see how bad they fuck it up. That's the thing. It's a car crash. You don't want to stare, but you can't look away either. I can't wait to see how they bumble this shit. Anyway, folks, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you down the road.